Welcome back to Bee Loft by Lip Tech. We're doing extraction from the Madison Apiary here back at home. We had one deep box and four medium boxes. I can put 9 of the deep frames inside our Hilco extractor here, or I can do 18 medium or shallow frames. This is what's considered wet cappings here, and how it's drawn out a little fatter because there wasn't a fully drawn frame right up against it, so they drew it out a little bit wider. It makes it easier to cut. If you do 9 frames in a box, it makes it really easy. And I like cutting from the fat side to the skinny side because I can put the pressure against the frame like this, and just I have to do small cuts back and forth as I go down here because I need to get a longer knife. I try not to mark up the frame too much. I just want to go right along. And this is the dark honey that I love. I seem to sell a lot more of this quicker than the lighter honey. Everyone seems to like it. They say it tastes like molasses or maple syrup mixed into it. But it's just the honey from, not exactly sure what the source is, if it's a mimosa tree down there or which tree produces that. And do the same thing to the other side. A lot of people use a hot knife. I'm not a big fan of that. Kind of like the manual here. Maybe when I'm older I'll use a hot knife if I lose strength in my hand, but I find it pretty easy. And anything that is doesn't get cut by the knife, I like the fork here over the roller. I've tried the roller before. I have one. I did another video with the manual extractor, and it turned out alright, but I think the roller damages the comb more than the fork here, and you just go right across and pluck them and skim it off like that. And you just take the frame, drop it right in here. I already did 3, so I just got to do 5 more, and then we'll show you how we extract and show you the color of the honey. Be back with you in just a few minutes. Okay, so we got all 9 frames in here, and all we do is we just turn up our dial here. Some of our frames have tilted forward a little bit, and I'm going to see if they fall backwards. If they don't, I'm going to have to stop this. The good thing is about this Hilco is it does stop pretty darn quick. Alright, so we have the extractor at max speed, which means it's expelling the honey out. So we're going to open it up here, and you can see the color of this honey. Nice dark honey. Look how dark that is. And it's just so good. This is the honey I wanted to get tested at the Purdue field day, but I didn't have time to make it down to Madison, pull the honey and get back and extract it. So I just extracted from the backyard. We did submit a sample from last year from the farm, so we'll find out what they have there. But I still have to pull honey from the farm and from the mechanic apiary. But so far from the backyard and the garden apiary, we got 80 pounds of honey. The honey from Madison I keep separate, and the honey from the farm I'll keep separate, just because it should be a unique flavor as opposed to what happened here in the backyard, the garden apiary, and the mechanic's apiary. So, best thing about beekeeping. Sweet taste of honey. Alright, so we just turned off the extractor, and this is what we ended up with. It was probably running the extractor for about 3-4 minutes. And you can see how most of the honey has come out. It's just this is considered wet stock now here, wet comb. I'll put this outside, let the bees clean it up, dry it out. But this is on a plastic foundation. It just turns out so well compared to just wax. A lot of times you got to run wire through the wax to keep it from blowing out. Otherwise it gets weak. But if it's older comb, it will hold up. But it turned out really well. Really happy here. So this is how I allow the bees to clean up any spilt honey or excess comb. A lot of times there's honey on the combs that they get to clean up, and they just get after it. So when I finish extracting, I take the comb and put it outside. The nice thing about the Hilco system, it has this tray and has holes in it, so as the bees clean it up, the wax will fall through it if need be, and then I got another tray underneath to collect it. But the bees will clean up the wax and get it ready for harvesting, so that I can just throw it in the melter and melt it down and render it into whatever we want to make out of it. Thanks for watching. Bee Loft by LipTech.